153 for 8 is what, for 6 is what India have got in the third T20. They won the toss, opted to bat first. Very happy Indian they got for sure. And for someone like Vanita, our Guruma on this show, she'd be happy that she's gotten this one wrong because she predicted somewhere around 130 is what India would get. But here we are on the Outside View Live to talk about what happened in the first half. And I have with me Ananya Upendran. Ananya, which dugout would you rather be at this point?
Well, because they have runs on the board, the Indian dugout, I think they after the start they would definitely be happy with where they got to. Losing Shafali Verma early and then Harleen Deol as well. There was a concern that maybe they'd struggle to get to 140, but I think the leadership group, Smriti Mandhana, Harmanpreet Kaur, really stepped up today. I'd rather be in the Indian dressing room.
Yeah, they were 58 for 2 in that first half in 10 overs, and then to kind of notch up another 95 in that last 10. Talk about that acceleration, Ananya, especially between Mandhana and Harmanpreet Kaur.
Oh, they were brilliant. I think, just the way they access pockets in the field. Smriti. Everyone knows that Smriti Mandhana is very good through the offside, but just the fact that she got a bulk of her runs on the leg side, yes, but she was able to kind of position herself to access the offside as well, hitting over extra cover, hitting over mid-off. So it was brilliant to see. And Harmanpreet Kaur, we've seen, through the series so far that she hit the field a lot. But today, the fact that she was able to pick the gaps quite, from the very start was great to see. So, it kind of felt like she was rolling back the years, that she was batting the way we saw her bat against South Africa earlier this year. So it's wonderful. Hopefully this means that she struck some form, but I think, just the way they picked up after after kind of consolidating after the early 2 wickets was wonderful to see. But aside from them, I think Richa Ghosh for me was the standout, just to come in and just the game smarts she showed to access different parts of the field. She kind of seemed to know what the bowlers were going to throw to her. So, it was great to see, I suppose, the experienced duo do it, but then a youngster come in and find a way to score as well.
Yeah, Richa Ghosh came in at number 6 today after Sneha, but what transpired before that was quite significant in the way India progressed. They were 2 for 13 before a 68-run stand between Harmanpreet Kaur and Smriti Mandhana rescued India or set that base for the finish. And then it was wonderful to watch the way Smriti Mandhana changed gears, didn't she? Because she was going about 100, 101, a strike rate around that, because she was on 37 of 36. And then to kind of accelerate towards the end, she has some serious gear shifting abilities.
She definitely does. And I think what was really impressive about Smriti is we've seen her in the past when she isn't quite getting the strike or when she isn't quite, scoring at the pace she would like. She pulls out a shot that comes out of nowhere and kind of throws her wicket away. But what was really impressive today was the fact that she hung in there, that she realized it was important for her to prolong her innings. She did say that in the press conference as well, that one of the top 4 needed to bat through to the 16th over or so. And she took that responsibility on herself. And I think what was wonderful to see was just that she didn't, I suppose, give up. I'm not sure if that's the right term, but she didn't, give away her wicket at a time where scoring, her rate of scoring wasn't as high as she would have liked. So yeah, she picked up beautifully. And I think it was just the case of she got used to the pace of the track. She kind of understood what England were doing. And she hit the field a lot at the start of her innings. I think that was one of the things. But, later on, she started to pick the gaps a little easier. And again, it was about creating angles to access different areas of the field, which she did quite beautifully.
Sweep of Smriti Mandhana or that inside-out shot of Smriti Mandhana, which one would you choose for one of your shots of this innings?
Well, I'm a sucker for sweeps, and anytime Smriti Mandhana hits a sweep, I pick that, because I remember, seeing her come through the ranks, and a sweep shot was something Smriti never played. So you would go into a game and not have a deep square leg because it was just a waste of a fielder. So every time she plays a sweep shot, it just shows how much she's grown through her career, and it's excellent to see. So I know the extra cover, the shot over extra cover is probably the more pleasing one. It's the more popular one, but I'd pick the sweep shot any day.
Right, look, let's talk a bit about England's bowling there. Snatch Siver, once again, you can't really keep her out of the game, be it with the bat, with the ball, or on the field. Two terrific catches to go with her, one for 16. But 3 wickets for Sophie Ecclestone. How wily was she with her bowling?
She was brilliant, I think. I mean, she has been brilliant through the series. Just the variation of pace, the variation of angle, and for me, the use of her arm ball. It is a wicket-taking delivery, and she uses it very intelligently. It's not something that you see her come in and bowl an arm ball every 2 balls. She kind of sets the batter up for it, and 90% of the time that she bowls it, she gets a wicket. So yeah, she's been excellent for England through the series. And she bowls a lot of very, very tricky overs, I'd say. So just to make sure that, one, she doesn't give away too many runs, and also picks up crucial wickets through the innings is wonderful for England, and that's why she is the #1 T20I bowler. So yeah, she bowled brilliantly today and was amongst the wickets again.
Yeah, the wicket of Sneh Rana would make the hashtag Team Pacer in you proud, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, it was a fiery delivery, I guess. It was. I mean, we saw Freya Davies today come in and bowl a lot of slower balls, and so to see Sophie Ecclestone fire one in was great.
So 154 to win for England. Remember, it's a winner takes it all kind of a situation. One, the T20I series is at stake, but also the multi-format series, which is in England's favor at the moment, 8-6. Will India manage to win it, or what's your final thoughts, Ananya? 154. Where do you see this game heading towards?
Well, it looks like a good track to bat on. So I think if England get off to a good start, then you'd back them to go all the way. I think in India, if they want to have a chance of defending this, will have to bowl quite well at the start and pick up early wickets. It's not just going to be about containing the openers, because we saw with Smriti Mandhana that she was able to accelerate quite quickly once she settled in. So India will have to pick up some early wickets. So I'm going to be very diplomatic, not make a call. It's just going to depend on who wins, I think, the first 8 overs.
Right, it seems we are set for a nail biter. Danny Wyatt as well as Tammy Beaumont are out in the middle. Shikha Pandey is opening the bowling for India. Let's see where the match heads, and then we'll kind of talk in detail about everything that transpired when Vanita also joins us on the post-match show on the Outside View Live. See you then.